Boxer here getting 3 huge headshots.
He's walking around and just walking in the stacks wonderland. He gets himself a hat-trick of frag. Bro have won.
Man, it is worth going on a break just so we can play those intros again. They are really well done. Credit to ESL for bringing up those really cool introductions. I love it. And also a big thanks to ESL, of course, for allowing us to stream all of this. Really appreciate it, and we're glad to be helping out as well. Didn't want to leave these games go uncovered. Normally, we have the weekend off, Friday and Saturday. Sunday, sometimes we stream, but because of these matches, we just thought there's no way these have to be covered. And so far we've done 2 best of 3s. Now we're going into a third one, this time between London Conspiracy and Navi. So let's get it on. Semler, are you quite ready?
Oh, I'm here, mate. I'm ready.
Right.
Let's do it. Let's get it on.
Well, I am ready too. I'm hyped up. This game, I think, is going to be a bit interesting because London Conspiracy did beat Kick, which actually I thought was a surprise already. So credit to London Conspiracy. They showed us some really cool Counter-Strike. Navi had an excruciating and strange game against USSR that involved DDoSing and disconnects and every kind of technical issue you could possibly imagine. So I think Navi, they win, but they're going to be frustrated already with what's been happening today. And I don't know. I think this is going to be a completely different test for London Conspiracy. I think playing Kick is tough. I think playing Navi is a monumental task ahead of them. So I don't know exactly what's going to happen. I think it's very unlikely that London Conspiracy can win. But I think, as a team, they should still be really happy that they can face Navi in a best of 3 like this, because I think the amount of experience they're going to get out of it is really valuable, especially because they might still qualify even if they lose here.
Yeah, agreed. The thing is the last thing that you just mentioned there, right? The fact that there is a loser bracket here. So you lose in this winner bracket, you're not done. You're not out. You still have a chance to make it in the loser bracket. There's 2 teams coming up from the loser bracket that will be qualifying for the main event. So obviously the competition is going to be a bit tougher, but I'd put London Conspiracy as being favorites, seeing as how far they've come so far, as being favorites to actually make it through that lower bracket if they get knocked down into it. Navi is a totally different beast, though, when it comes to facing off against them. So, from Kick. I mean, we're talking about the 2-time kings of the Case King of the Hill. So, yeah. Navi cannot be taken lightly. We all know that. We could say that they're the pretty clear favorites here, but London Conspiracy, they can still surprise us all. So, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the stream. We are getting into our first match where one of the winners is going to be going on to Gamescom.
That's exactly right. If you win this match, you are qualified for the $250,000 Gamescom tournament at ESL in Cologne. Gonna be super exciting. Hope you guys are ready for this one. This is the European qualifying finals here coming up. Knife round first. We are going to be ready. So this is Room on Fire, and welcome and thank you for joining us. Remember to follow the channel. I'm not sure how many followers we're up to. Last I checked, it was 140,000. I would be really excited if we could hit 145,000 before the end is over. So we have 22,000 people tuning in. So if some of you haven't already clicked, then please click that follow button. It helps Semler and I when we're talking to future potential investors, people who want to invest into Counter-Strike and put some money into the scene. We're trying to do what we can here. And yeah, it's about 140,000. So keep following, guys. We really appreciate that. Also, thanks to all the subscribers, of course. Now, let's get it on here. Navi, they get to start on the less favored side, and it's going to be London Conspiracy, the Norwegian team, starting off on the CT side.
And Guardian already starting it off. May the force be with you, my Padawans.
Did he really say that?
Yes, he did. Guardian's such a class act.
God damn it. Alright. Oh, that smoke actually trapped rain. That was very strange. Not too often we see that. Not in that way anyway. Rubino still has the dual elites. It worked for him last time. Let's see if it's going to work this time. He's walking down towards quad already. PRB opening up with a good shot. Rubino coming up from behind, missing a lot of bullets, but he has a lot of bullets to fire. So I guess it's not the end of the world, but PRB did go down, and now we have the bomb back in T-ramp. They're going to go back and try and pick it up.
Yeah, Navi, this is their style as well. They peek about. Not sure if that was a mistake or not, though, to actually leave the bomb down there. One thing to say is that Zeus is ungodly lucky living with 1 HP. This should be a one-man advantage, at least for a London Conspiracy. It should not be this close. But Navi now, with that one, with Zeus living on 1 HP, that's really going to throw London Conspiracy for a bit of a loop, because now they have to worry about 4 Navi members instead of 3, and that's the different beast when you're on the CT side.
It really is. The next kill is going to be hugely important, and Rain is looking for it. Just peeks once. Great headshot. Goes for a second, and that was too much. Rubino picking out Zeus. Easy shot there. Now he just has to stay alive. Wait for backup. They have a man lead, and it's incredibly quickly equalized. There is now Seized and Stagarix are left in a 2-on-2. Bomb goes down. An advantage this time is with Navi. They do have a kit on Poly, but this retake won't be easy.
No, and especially since Navi have had time to actually get set up an after plant position. I mean, they have a man holding in pit, that's Starix, but there's a good nade combo from Seized. Skirk, last man alive on short. He's going to be pushing up, but he's walking into that crossfire, and as I call it, Seized gets the headshot. 2 kills for Seized in the end. Starix needing to do no more than stay alive in the pit.
It's a real shame. I mean, I'm not sure that Rubino actually could have played it much differently than he did, but if he somehow could have stayed alive longer, if Navi hadn't been so aggressive to try and peek him out, or take him out basically, that would have been pretty cool. Now, LC are going to be picking up mostly armor, but Poly with a shotgun, and I like it.
Poly with the shotgun, looking for his cracker.
Exactly.
We have to see.
I think more like looking to crack someone's head open with it, but...
Damn straight. But what's inside, Anders? It's the cracker. That's what he's after right here. He's after that $900 bonus as well, if he gets a kill with that. So let's see if he can actually get one. I mean, Skirk is in the longest battle of his life, and he gets Guardian in the end. Rubino, point blank on Zeus. Peekaboo! Rain comes out, picks off Edward. It's a 1-2 combo.
This is a great strat coming out from LC. This was so nicely thought out. They should have won the round already. They deserved to win this round. That was very, very nicely executed from the Norwegian team. See if they can actually make something of it here, though. PRB still with this bomb site with the CSET 75 and armor. If you find Seized, that could definitely be an opening. He's right there as well. Going to be walking out. Seized, missing a shot here. Going to be walking in. PRB, one more bullet, and that would be enough. But now we are still waiting, and they're going to be falling back to B, and I don't think LC realize.
No, they're rotating over. Poly is here now. They really think this is going to be A. They think that Navi rotated around through short. Oh, no, this is going to be heartbreaking. Please when they figure this out.
Go this way. No, all right. They're not going to be able to. That is a very unfortunate turn of events for LC. It doesn't mean exactly that they lose the round. Now they've picked up an AK and a Galil instead, but it's now a lot tougher. Bomb goes down. Starix going to be peeking right over here. They're actually going to try and boost, and Starix catches them. They stay alive for a moment, but now we have a big advantage going into this. No kit either. There is a smoke on PRB. Grenade will take down one. PRB, can he clutch it? 1-on-2. Walks in, and he goes down to Starix. Cease with a triple. Starix with a double. And that is a sad way to lose a round, especially Semler because of that great setup they had over here. I think you sort of pointed it out when it happened. You know, they were hiding, and every time Navi went to peak one, a new guy would pop up from some unknown place. And it was very confusing, obviously, for the terrorist side.
Yeah, that really couldn't have gone any better for them. That was so cool to see it from London Conspiracy. And the fact that Navi, well, this is the problem, and this is enough to ruin anybody's day, is the fact that Seized is clearly on point right now. I think he's leading in frags, 6 frags so far in this game, and that's not something you want to see. Seized is way too good to be getting a strong start on a map like Inferno.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. This is such a smart play. PRB still waiting up here. Edward is going to be ready for it, but he goes down. Now, this was very cool team play coming out from LC. As Rain falls back, he knows that Edward is going to be hearing it and thinking, all right, the one guy who was up here has fallen back, and then PRB stays behind, and it's basically an audio fake coming out from London Conspiracy. These are the tiny details that I really love, so if nothing else, I think the Norwegians are showing us here that they do have a really cool understanding of this game.
Well, Seized walks in and gets the entry on Poly, so this is going to fall apart now as Navi get a site pretty much to themselves. Seized going for the plant. And London Conspiracy not really in any kind of position to be able to do anything. The big thing here for them, I think, is to save that AK for Rain. I was wondering if, because they're going to be buying in the next round, why not put that AK to use and see if they can't get some exits and force Navi to spend some money. But instead, London Conspiracy are actually just kind of hanging back, not really willing to take the fight. They did leave a man behind in construction, but Navi are moving down banana, and there's nobody really here to stop them from doing this or try and get any kind of exit frags. Make Navi spend some money in the next round.
Nah, Skirk's going to be waiting. Wants to see if anyone will come through, but nobody will. Still a kill on Edward, saving an AK. It's pretty good here. Now going into the 4th round where London Conspiracy are going to be able to pick up more rifles. So, I mean, the money that they save from not having to buy on the guy with the AK is actually significant.
Oh, it's definitely significant, but it's still like you're going to be spending the money anyway. But Rain, because he's held onto that AK, gets full nades, a kit, armor, you know, that's the thing. Guardian, however, it actually works out for him. He went for a P250, just P250 armor last round, really saving his money. And now he's got that AWP. We all know what Guardian is capable of. He's a real monster with the AWP, seen as like one of the best in the world, basically, you know, top 2 in the world. So this is bad news now for London Conspiracy, the fact that Guardian has managed to pick up his sniper rifle.
You say one of the best? He's the best.
You've got like the Guardian tattoo and everything as well, like the crossed offs. I've seen it. Don't lie.
I am a little bit biased, guys. Nobody says he's the best, except I have a little bit of a soft spot for Guardian style of warping. I think it's really cool, but it's always an objective assessment. So there are definitely contenders for the crown. It's not like an absolute truth. And we've seen Guardian fail as well, and we'll see if he's going to be on point today. Definitely, I mean, if him and Seized are both playing really well, that's going to be a little bit tough. Seized actually hasn't died yet. He's 7-0-0, and you know he's peeking the corner here, so there's a chance he could go down. Good grenade from PRB, does a little bit of damage, not as much as I thought, and now Zeus is going to be walking in here. PRB misses the shot, and now he's being wrapped around. He needs to get this kill and move back. He's going to go down instead, and that leaves 2 people in pit, and this is not good.
Without a whole lot of health either, Rubino is hard-pressed. He's got 8 HP. The rotation is now coming in from London Conspiracy from the B site, but it's just too little too late. Rubino with 2, though, coming in big. Picks off Edward and gives Seized his first death of this half, but this is it. Starix manages to get the remaining 2 kills, and they will get the plant Navi with 10 seconds left on this clock.
And Rain could have definitely got that kill on Starix. That would have been so huge, but there's Skirk picking off 1. Now Polly checking here, and perfect timing. Gonna take down Zeus. Now it's all on Starix. 1-on-2 here, goes for the 1, but Skirk is there. Great double kill from the bear himself, and that's gonna be a defuse coming in from the CT side. So, yeah, there is plenty of time, don't worry. It's gonna be 3-1, and London Conspiracy having a really good 4th round. Nicely done.
I was a little worried there, I'll admit, for a second. But that was all Skirk. His kill on Guardian from Library was picture perfect. Smoke goes up, but it doesn't matter. Skirk, he saw Guardian before the smoke actually went off, so he was able to land the headshot. And then him managing to pick Starix out of pit like that, that's a difficult shot to land. So Skirk, with really just 2 very difficult shots, and landing them just made that round possible there for London Conspiracy. So very well done there. And now they're on the board. That buys them a little bit of breathing room here. Navi now the ones who are kind of struggling as far as money is concerned. Guardian's still enough for the AWP, but he eats a nade for his trouble.
Yeah, this is exciting. Polly with a great angle, and he does actually shoot Guardian down to half HP. If he had hit, you know, instead of the wall hit straight on, that would have been Guardian dead. And it's not often we get to see Guardian sort of, you know, not getting the first shot like that. So nicely done. London Conspiracy off to a decent start, I would say.
So far, so good. I mean, they get the first hurdle, right, which is the 4th round bye. Rubino in a pretty interesting spot right now, boosted up on the mini balcony. So he's going to be looking through the smoke towards that boiler room, but decides to fall back to the main site. And this is just going to be London Conspiracy consolidating their defense. They don't want to leave or do any kind of gimmicky play. They really just want to shut down Navi as soon as they round the corner.
PRB is raiding right here. It's a really dangerous spot, but if he peeks at the right time, he does take down Guardian. Really nice done. PRB goes down, but that might be worth it anyway. Rubino waiting. He's going to spot Zeus coming in, and that's a lot of information given. Down in the pit, it's on Rain to stay alive and get the first kill coming in on Starix. He's going to smoke it off, and with this little time left, that's a beautiful smoke coming out from Rain. This means it's going to be really tough, but Zeus managed to sneak around. Rubino forgot about him coming in from behind. Now Rain is alone at the bomb site, and he's going to get dropped, and that is unfortunate. This, though, is the power of Navi pushing this late.
Yeah, and it's the power of Zeus managing to stay alive when he went for the play through Arch. That's just like, you kind of criticize, you're like, well, London Conspiracy, you know, you got to watch your back, but at the same time, they have to worry about the guys coming up on short from apartments as well. It's a brutal position to be in, but Zeus staying alive for the flank like that was just perfect for Navi. He made it possible there. Edward hunting down Skirk, not letting him get away. And now Polly with that AWP has to hightail it. He can't stick around.
A really unfortunate round. That started off really well for London Conspiracy. I think they could have definitely won that, but Navi are really, really good at playing like this. That's actually one of the reasons why they're such a scary team. I think a lot of other teams, especially a lot of the teams would have done this. They would have lost Guardian over by Archway, and then they would have thought, all right, let's go back towards the B bomb site. But what Navi do is they just stay. They just stick around and wait until there's 25 seconds left, and then they go anyway. And if you try and find them in those 25 seconds, then they're gonna kill you and then go anyway. They are really a very persistent and slow team, and it's off-putting. It's hard to play against. Oh, was Seized? Yeah, Seized got.
Yeah, we've lost Seized.
Alright, well, apparently Navi had these problems earlier, so I hope we're not going to be faced with the same kind of issues, but if we are, then I say we all take a deep breath and try and not let it get to us too much, because it can be very frustrating having to deal with too many disconnects and weird issues. We'll do what we can to keep the spirits high.
Kumbaya.
Exactly.
No, just no.
I don't know, something like that. Something you say to just relax for a bit. In the meantime, if you're just joining us, then of course, welcome to the stream. This is the ESL 1 Cologne 2014 European Finals, the qualifier of that. And the winner, actually, of this game is going to be qualifying for the $250,000 tournament that's coming up in the middle of next month. Hope you guys are looking forward to that. That's going to be a massive tournament for Counter-Strike. And ESL did such a great job last time. No doubt they're going to do just as well this time. And obviously, we're proud to be hosting the qualifiers for you guys here in English on the channel. This is Room on Fire. Of course, myself and Semler doing, hanging out with you guys all day and all day tomorrow as well. It's going to be crazy how much Counter-Strike we have this weekend. So if you want to support us and give something back, then you can follow the channel, you can subscribe, and you can tell your friends about it, and maybe follow us on Twitter as well. Just going to, give the links in the chat here. This follow command will get everything you need. And if you miss games, if you're just joining us, or if you're at work or somewhere else and saying, I wish I could watch, but I don't have time, then all of the games are going to be on YouTube for our new YouTube channel. The link is right there, but if you don't want to click it, it's youtube.com/Room on Fire Studios, because maybe at one point in the future we're going to have a studio, so we just, Okay, the real truth is Room on Fire was taken, so we had to come up with something else, right? That's it. Semler, he's back. Seized is back.
We've got him back. Okay. Is he good to go, though?
His ping is fine. If Adrian can play with 100 ping, I'm sure Seized can play with a couple of 100 ping. It'll be alright.
I don't think that's the problem, though. I think it's the fact that, it's you start rubber banding everywhere. That might be actually a good thing, though, because hey, you peek around a corner and then you rubber band back. Free information, right? It's perfect. Actually, they should let him play.
You know what? The cure for playing with rubber banding is just having a P90, and you'll be fine.
Here, you heard it here first, Jets. P90 is the answer to all your problems.
I played with Hiko on his stream one day, and I went like 20 kills with like 200 ping. It worked out great. Rain is going to go down early on, pushing a little bit too aggressively maybe. Polly has an AWP save, but that's about it. PRB. Oh, great double knife us up. Oh my god. If he had got that knife, that would have been great, but he does miss it. Polly with the one kill, going for a second one. He's got Zeus trapped. He can't find the shot. And actually, they don't have the bomb, unfortunately. If LT had the bomb control right now, that'd be a huge victory for them. But it's a 2-on-2, and it's not done yet.
That would be game-breaking. But Paulie is currently trying to debate. Like, right now, they're trying to figure out where exactly are the remaining members of Navi. Zeus says hello from Boiler, and that's going to be the end of that round. But Paulie, is this gamble going to work? The mind games right now. He's setting up for the B site. He sees Navi coming from a mile away.
It's a smart play coming out. Gonna take down Guardian, and now Zeus, he's gonna rotate back to A. I love it. This is like pinball almost, like Counter-Strike pinball. He's just running into one, and then he's like, boing, back to the A bomb side and win instead.
Counter-Strike Pong.
Exactly. Well, alright.
Oh, Paulie, that's too bad. It looks like Zeus will manage to pick up the plant this time around. Paulie, he's fearing the mind games, like the double bluff, right? Like, okay, Zeus, he faked running back to A only to plant at B. Zeus is currently wondering if he's going to get flanked. There's 10 seconds left on this clock, Zeus. You got to plant the bomb eventually, man. And he's going to go for it. But now Paulie, he's really close. He's already worked it out that Zeus has come back to the A site. He's wrapping around on Arch. Is he going to actually manage to catch Zeus out? Zeus, oh, but Zeus is going up into the apartment. Smart play.
Yeah, but Polly, he has a kit, so he has a little bit more time to work with. Zeus is really wondering if he should go down towards Boiler or just stay up here. And Polly, he's going to have basically... He actually has a smoke, but the AK on Zeus is going to make that really tricky. He checks everywhere, and now there's actually not a lot of time left here. I don't think Polly can really do this. He's going to run away, and this is not actually a bad play from Polly at all. It seems like a little bit silly, but going for the defuse would not have worked out. So checking and seeing if you could get the kill, I think that actually is the best idea. So credit to Polly for playing it that way. I don't think he could have done anything else.
Holy hell, man. That was such a round. Like, that was so close. Polly just mind gaming himself at the end. But what a performance to actually force Navi, or force Zeus into that kind of position. Navi, man, they must be reeling right now, going, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, that was interesting. But at the same time, they are at 5 rounds already, and I don't think Navi need more than 6 on this map. They're gonna be fine, even having 4. A little bit of a shame. I guess the only other choice that Polly had would have been to smoke off the apartments, or he could have smoked off to try and get the defuse. But nice shot here on Guardian, and PRB is going to take a kill on Zeus. So good start this time, coming up from the Norwegians.
Yeah, looking solid. That double entry is huge. That just stops Navi cold. The Skirk peeks at the right time, picks off Seized, who was standing in the middle of Banana with the bomb. And now Navi just kind of have to wonder, what the hell do we do now? Starks is going to get spotted out in Boiler. Rubino reacts in time, turns away from the flash. Starks gets the opening he needs and gets 1 kill. But they've been smoked off from the bomb now, Navi. Smoke at the bottom of Banana, and a sick nade right on top of Edward stops him.
Stark's been found out as well. Rain is going to discover him, and it's going to be down to Edward, who's now on a bit of a flanking mission, it feels like. But there's not really even time for that. This is just a question of who's going to be able to shoot at Edward even once, and he's going to be dead.
Yeah, Edward is really just hoping to catch somebody off guard here. Rain walking around the other way. Edward, it's like cue the Benny Hill music. Oh, just going to be running around in circles. Nope, Rain is coming back, but now Edward decides to turn around.
Yeah, we're looking for it. We're ready. Who's going to be walking around? There's Rain. He throws away his rifle, decides I'm going to... What? He didn't see him. Oh, that's great. I mean, this isn't Rain being stupid. This is just what it means. He had his focus somewhere else. I completely understand. He thought he was going to be looking for it. All his focus was on apartments. He didn't even realize there was going to be one guy up there. That is so funny. Oh, God.
Where's the likely place for Edward to hide? It's apartments, right? Not in plain sight in Graveyard. I don't think anybody would expect that. But now we have the 8th round underway here. Navi, because of that round, are actually forced to go for a pistol. Although Starks has got a Galil, and they've got the AK from Edward, but Zeus eats 50 damage worth of nade, and that's going to hurt.
That is pretty good. It's a good start here, and it's only Edward and Starks that really have any kind of money. Wondering why did Starks buy? Oh, they all bought up. All right, fair enough. So they just decided this is going to be an equalize round for us. Get our money back so that it's at an even level. An even level, not an evil level. I'm not sure why I said that. Polly's up here on the coils looking down, and maybe going to be able to pick up an easy kill when they come in. If he does, then Skirk is there to follow it up. And actually, it's going to be a bit of a smoke as well, so now it's even more difficult. There's a good shot. Skirk in the back looking for the headshot. It's going to pick up one, and Polly with a good double kill. It's going to be just Guardian left, and he does actually take a kill. At that range, the P250 is a pretty powerful pistol.
Yeah, that range is insta-kill. Lethal range right there. PRB getting picked off by Guardian. Guardian really going into a duel mode here. But Polly's waiting around the corner. Guardian trying to look for the angle. And that may actually work if Polly stays zoomed in like this. But Guardian gets spotted out by Rain, who is holding from CT. And that's going to be the end of that story. Polly managing to drop the bomb early on and get a second frag as well. It was just solid all around. London Conspiracy, I mean, that's pretty much how you had to play it. Navi were just going for it. Oof. And I forgot to hit my push to talk there, so I was just shouting at my screen for nothing pretty much for like a solid 10 seconds there before you stepped in.
The power of the push to talk. Well, this is now, I mean, a couple of rounds here for London Conspiracy. They're starting to build up a bit of money. Polly actually with the AWP close and being backed up by Skirk. So a pretty dangerous position with an AWP, but he made it work just fine. Polly's really been hitting some good shots with the AWP here.
Yeah, he's woken up since that first series today versus Kick, that's for sure. So, had a bit of a slow start, was missing some shots, but then just seemed to come to life. Nuke landed some crucial shots, Inferno as well, so right now, Pauly is just looking very good. And it's going to be Rain to find the final one. And Rain is another guy that we really have to give praise to because he has just been coming through round after round for London Conspiracy, that is. 5-2-6 this score or this round, but versus Kick, Rain was doing big work.
Oh yeah, I'm waiting for the highlight reel of his ace. That was just a very, very cool round from him on Nuke there. But it's going to be for later, guys. I'm sure Mr. Tweeday, whom I beat in matchmaking yesterday, is going to be ready. I had to throw that in. I think that's important information that pertains to the, this game.
Tweeday is all about the bling, bro.
Tweeday has so many skins, it makes me jealous a lot.
A lot of people. Right now, that was not how that was supposed to go for Navi. I'll tell you that much. That's a perfect hold it quad. The crossfire works to perfection. London Conspiracy in a great position now just to, well, stomp Seized into the ground. Seized, the bomb might as well be in Nigeria right now. That's how far it is.
Yeah, it's a really, really good turnaround from London Conspiracy. They're looking to take a 4th round in a row, and this is not nothing. Navi is a strong team, and they're a hard team to play against for some of the reasons we've been pointing out earlier. Because they're so slow, because they play at a pace that is very different to most other teams, I would have thought that that would have been one of the big things that London Conspiracy had to overcome, is just adjusting to it. But so far, they've done really well.
So far, it's actually, yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, it's just, you have to play it at 1 round at a time at this point, because Navi have probably got enough rounds. 5 rounds on their T side is pretty good for Navi, because their CT side, especially with Guardian, once he starts getting, starts to get rolling with that AWP, they're very, very tough to deal with. So 5 rounds. Navi at this point, there's no pressure on them. They've still got 5 rounds to pick up 1 round. They need to get 1 out of 5 rounds to really consider this a successful first half. Yeah.
If this could finish 10-5 for London Conspiracy, that'd be hugely impressive. That would really, really, I think, shock a lot of people. But Navi ecoing once again, so... I mean, 5 rounds in a row coming up here for London Conspiracy isn't actually out of the question, because as we see here, not all the rounds are going to be with full rifles, so... there's still a chance. The Norwegian hope is still alive.
Well, right now, PRV is about to get a pretty big surprise. He does manage to make it back around the corner in time. Navi not really pushing aggressively, just stopping around Arch, hoping to get peeked at, basically. With those CZ-75s up that close, it's almost a guaranteed kill for them. So they really want to try and bait London Conspiracy out into a disadvantageous peak. But it seems like London Conspiracy, man, really keeping their cool right now, not throwing anything away. And look at C's position right now up in apartments with the bomb. Navi, they're hoping to draw attention away so that maybe, he can make his way out there. But it seems like they're going to make up their minds to go for B instead.
Yeah, and just as they do, Skirk comes back here with another grenade, just getting ready for it. It's a little bit too soon, but if he had thrown it a little bit later, if Navi had been stacked up out here, it's a pretty cool idea. I actually think it's supposed to land a little bit further out than that, but fair enough. If they go for B right now, it's going to be Polly here with the AWP. PRB picking off 1 into Archway, but it's going to be kind of a B-split push coming out. But with just pistols, I'm not really convinced this is going to work.
Yeah, wrapping through CT as well. Polly knows he's already looking back there with the AWP, picks off Starks. C's now taking point to get onto this B site, and they do manage to wrap around on him. Guardian and C's double team, and they get a gun to work with, but there's only 6 seconds left as the plant happens.
Yeah, now reinforcements coming in. London Conspiracy actually giving up the bomb site, and Guardian coming in with a really good double kill here. Now it's a 3-on-3. They should still be able to win this round, but you got to be a little bit worried here. Seized has also picked up an AWP that was dropped. There's Edward going down, and now Seized with another headshot. This is really scary. 2-on-2. PRB falls, and Rain coming in with no chance of doing this. This is going to be so tough. And he runs away. No time either.
Yeah, no time left. No time left. Navi played that down to perfection, really. They managed to pull that off so well. The correct read, the back off from A site, and then the execution wrapping around through CT. I thought that would be the end, really. Once Pauly managed to recognize what was happening, that they knew, okay, there's terrorists in CT spawn. We're about to get closed in on from 2 angles. Pauly holding towards CT with that AWP. I thought that, okay, he crushes that front, and then Skirk locks down the main entrance. But Guardian and C is getting that kill on Skirk. It started the boulder running downhill. Navi just never let that momentum go.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, because I think you're right. I think you're exactly right, in fact. That is what should have happened. As soon as that Polly saw that, that should have been a big tell, and they just weren't able to react quick enough to it. Now Seized is angry as hell. He's going to kill 2 people. It's a double up setup for the terrorist side, and Navi just kicked it into overdrive, and it's going to be This is a really, really tough turnaround for London Conspiracy because it was looking so good for them, but now they are on the verge of having an absolutely devastating first half.
Yeah, now it all falls apart for them. I mean, looking at the money, they still have enough to force in the next round, and that's in large part due to Rain's bank, 9,000. I mean, he's sitting on 9,000 right now with the teammate sitting at 6, so there's enough money to be able to actually force a buy. But London Conspiracy giving away the rounds is what matters to them, and they've just given away 7 rounds on the T side of Navi. Like that's way too much for Navi. They cannot be allowed to take that much ground in this first half like this.
No. It's such a shame. In my mind, I wanted to believe that these 4 rounds that they have in the middle would have, kept on going, that they could just win another 4 in a row, and it would have been a really good first half. But now things are really tricky. I mean, London Conspiracy still had money to buy this round. If they lose this upcoming one, I'm not so sure they're going to be able to fully equip themselves. They pretty will buy anyway, just force it up, because a number of them do have a bit of money, so they're just going to... I think they're going to keep forcing up here, LC, but it's going to be tricky. Nice shot. Skirk going to take down C's to his boosted up, and I think we can't see the smoke that's going on here, but I think there is a smoke between these two.
There was.
Yeah.
There was. Now it's back, but there was a smoke there to give C's. Now look at Guardian. Guardian is going to be the one who's getting peeked up there. He's getting boosted up, but oh man, he's taking so much damage. Guardian and Zeus. Zeus gets caught out in the middle of nowhere. Skirk not letting him escape. Just flush at things. And PRB finds Edward in the meantime at quad. Navi not having any luck at all with the picks this round.
Very good job. And Guardian and StarX left here 2-on-5. Rubino going to peek out. Even Flashed is still going to take down StarX. No problem at all. Now it's on Guardian. See if he can show us some cool AWPing action. But winning the round, almost certainly not going to happen. 38 seconds left here is just nowhere near enough.
No, it's not... I mean... In a 1v5, even if he had all minute 45 to play with, it wouldn't be enough. Although, look at this, Skirk takes a peek, gets caught, and Guardian will go down. Nice round from Skirk. That's 3 kills from him, picking off C's to start, but then finding Zeus through the smoke and then hunting down Guardian. Just really solid play. That was his round.
I was trying to come up with a knock-knock joke before that you opened that door, but I just couldn't. My brain froze. But yeah, there was definitely nice. Good job, Skirk. Taking that AWP away. Navi spending a lot of money.
That's why you don't open the door for bears?
Exactly. Just keep it closed.
Because they tear your face off.
Coming up the second mid, a lot of players from Navi setting up, and they're going to be pretty quick into apartments, and Polly's right here at the edge. Oh, that was a missed shot if I've ever seen one. That's unfortunate.
Bit of a missed opportunity, but still information gained, and they get out of it pretty much unscathed. Skirk now going to be setting up for a smoke at the bottom of a banana. As we can see, Rubino on the minimap already pushing down there to get control for LC, but it's going to be an A-split take here. Smokes are already down, and a hell of a headshot from C's. Whips a 180 and takes PRB's head off.
Yeah, Skirk with a good return, looking for a second. He's going to get it. That's the bomb down. Really good round coming in here from Skirk, and Polly also with the AWP. Now Guardian once again alone, and quick shot onto Rubino. He's not done yet. It's the 14th round, and at the very least he'd like to put down the bomb, but he's being grenaded away, and London Conspiracy, they have everyone here.
Yeah, all 3, and they just have to sit here. Guardian will punish Polly for peeking. Not really necessary for LC to be going out like this. Now in 1v2, if Guardian were to find another pick, this would turn into a very real round. He's already throwing the smoke down, going to force his opponent's hand. Does this actually work for him? Does Rain actually peek?
Rain's really trying to play this one smartly. He's up on Graveyard, and he's going to take down Guardian. So, impressive play from the Slovak, but it's not going to be quite enough. 7-7, and we're moving into the 15th round. Still am actually pretty impressed by London Conspiracy overall. I think, as I said, winning this best of 3 is going to be really tough for them, but, I mean, just think about it. We're talking about Navi against a Norwegian team. Who would have predicted 7-7 in that matchup?
Oh, yeah, no. I think, well, even T-side Navi, when C's gets warmed up like that, but this is still H2K, like ex-H2K, London Conspiracy now, like, these guys can't be taken lightly, and PRB and Rain added to the roster really did add some good firepower here for the Norwegian team. If anything, they just need to get more experience, and this is giving it to them. So Navi, I mean, get 7 rounds. If they win the pistol round, it's pretty much over for LC, but we'll see if the Norwegian team can actually hang on here. I do like that they've gathered up all 4 members on the A site, for now at least. Want to see them perhaps start to rotate back, But this is the right call, seeing as how 4 members are gathered up for Navi right here at the entrance to A.
Yeah, this is a good shot from Polly. Takes down 1. Unfortunately, I think Zeus just had a pistol. Now they re-peek. And this time, gotta be careful Edward doesn't take a kill quick. I'm not sure they're gonna realize that PRB's in the corner, so with the right flashes, he's gonna be flashed in right here. Takes down Edward. Simple. Again, this is the simple, clean work that we've seen from LC earlier. Unfortunately, Guardian does get the return, but still some credit to LC again for just going back to the basics.
And LC are still wondering if this is going to be an A play or a B play, because we just now have Seized coming back with that bomb, but for a while there he was throwing smokes, he was throwing flashes, he was really trying to throw LC off, but instead it's going to be a play straight up short. Good shots coming out from Rain with the double kill, and Rubino catches Starix on balcony. Very clean hold at the end there by London Conspiracy, not giving Navi any room to work with.
7-8 first half, and I don't know, I am impressed. I think LC should be really happy, but we'll see. The pissed round going to be very important. If they can end up taking the whole map away from Navi, then there's going to be some celebration going on in Norway tonight, I feel. We'll see. It is still not over, and it's only the first map in this best of 3 as well, so it is way too early to call it at all. Let me actually check what the maps are. I forget because, I don't know, we've been doing too much today already. The map's Inferno, Mirage, second map, and then Dust 2 as a third map. That's interesting. I mean, Mirage versus Navi, I think is not going to work out well. I think London Conspiracy actually absolutely needs to win Inferno if they want any chance of winning this best of 3.
Agreed. Navi are way too good at Mirage right now. Way too good at Mirage. Perhaps the best team in the world on Mirage. So that's just saying something right there. So if map 2, it doesn't go LC's way, they're going to be hard-pressed to take this best of 3. There's no doubt about it. Right now, though, Navi, with a pretty solid defense, 1-for-1 trade over in Banana, has slowed things up, but Edward is going to spot Polly jumping out from balcony, and Polly actually makes it into pit.
But Guardian is coming up from behind. He's been sneaking all this way. They have no idea. Guardian is in a great position. The bomb not going to get planted, and that is, I think, is when the round falls apart for London Conspiracy. Unfortunately, because they were in such a good position, but this is now very, very hard to deal with. PRP coming in with a good shot, actually. Are they going to fight it back? PRP with a great double. Now it's down to a 1-on-2. Have they just done it? This is such a sick round. LC, if they turn this one, that is going to be impressive. And they do. Polly jumps and gets the shot. And London Conspiracy stealing it away from Navi. That should not have been around for the Norwegians. As soon as Guardian gets up here and kills the bomb planter, that should be when the round is lost.
That's just Navi really getting overconfident, it seems. Like, just willing to run in there and take the fight. And one at a time to boot. It wasn't like it was a concerted effort or anything. Guardian didn't find a pick and pit. They didn't have anything going for them on short. They just ran in one at a time. Just really weird round from Navi at the end there. It felt like with Guardian in that position, if they could get any kind of pressure down on the man in pit, Guardian could always try and put pressure on the guys planning on A site. But Navi, they just believed in themselves, and this time their faith was misplaced.
That's very, very cool. 9-7 here. 2-round lead for the Norwegian team, obviously. The real test is going to be once Navi starts picking up rifles. What will happen then? And obviously, they also need to survive these anti-eco rounds that they're playing in right here. Edward, and they're really aggressive, Navi. Look at how far Edward was up, and Seist was also pushing up. Edward probably going to be able to get a kill here on Skirk. Don't think he's going to realize. Yeah, it will go down, and Starik's also picking up Polly. Now it gets dangerous.
Don't want to see Seized back off too far here from the B site, though, because now that they've got the man advantage, Navi returning to the basics, and that's keep a man on the site at all times. Don't let London Conspiracy get in here for free. Despite the fact that Seized gets caught immediately with a headshot, that's still information for Navi, and that still means that Navi are rotating over very quickly. Look at this. All 3 members for Navi already gathered here outside of B. They're really looking for an angle to work here, but PRB and Rubino still alive and in good afterplant positions. This is going to be a tough retake here for Navi.
There's a kid on Edward. It makes a really big difference. The smoke is going to be put in there. PRB has to move, but he should just wait until Rubino actually makes the call. There's no reason for him to push out, and he's staying put. This is definitely a really good idea. Rubino has to be the main guy. Spots out 1. Now it's going to take the kill there on Zeus, and now I think PRB can come into play. Now a 1-on-2, and Edward runs away. So London Conspiracy, it was closer than they wanted it to be, but still a pretty good round. Unfortunately, they both die, but they hold on to the round.
It's the small things, right? Edward actually not even letting them get out of that site in one piece. Obviously, Navi are going for it, but still, both members for London Conspiracy going down means they don't have a whole lot of money to go here. So that actually worked out in the end for Navi. Because I'm pretty sure Navi feel confident in their ability to start locking down rounds once they get rifles. It's more about like making sure that London Conspiracy, their money doesn't get out of control. So they just got a team wipe. They didn't get the round, but they got a team wipe, and they even held on to an AK on Edward. Like, really nice round for Navi.
Yeah, oh yeah, I mean, Navi definitely came out on top in that sense, but I think it's good that London Conspiracy managed to not panic once they actually had lost the first couple of players, and this time they take the AK away from Edward, so we could be looking at 11-7 here. Now, that's not a big gap considering Navi are on the CT side, but it's something to work with.
It's enough of a buffer, right? You can lose that rifle round. But because London Conspiracy have lost so much money, this is still going to be a tough situation for them. Even going into it, if they lose a round, they may very well be forced to eco right off the bat. We have to see here as the flashes start to rain in. 3 members here for Navi, but there's only 1 on the site proper. And they have to get rid of him very quickly here, the Nords.
Yeah, Starix moving in from Flowers as well. Actually, great kill from Starix, but he doesn't have enough bullets to finish the second one. Guardian has an AK picked up, and he's in a 1-on-4 until Zeus comes in as well. But they're going to run away. I think that's smart. I mean, Zeus can look for exit if he wants, but there's no reason to throw away this AK.
No, hell, I'd even tell Zeus to just hold on to that kit. Like, it's fine. I mean, the kit's $400, but still, $400 is a smoke nade, it's an HE nade, it's 2 flashes. You could do a lot with 400, right? But Zeus, he's gonna get a parting shot. At least he's gonna force 2 guys to buy next round on London Conspiracy. So that was actually worth it. Very nicely done.
Not at all bad. 1-on-3 here, and Guardian will be saving the AK, no issue at all. And this time they won't die with the bomb, so that's also an improvement from last round. I mean, they are terrorists, but there's no reason to blow yourself up if it's not absolutely necessary. 11-7, and let's see how this is going to unfold. Anyone? Nope. It's just all rifles, no AWP. That's what I was looking for, and Skirk is not going to be picking one up either. So there we go, into the 19th round. And here's where it gets really tricky. What if Navi lose this round?
That's where it gets out of control. If Navi lose this round, London Conspiracy are within striking distance, and that's way too close for comfort. Navi are the favorites here, but you don't want to be giving LC any kind of chance of taking this first map, because as we said, Mirage should be Navi's map. Starks gets caught out on Banana, though. This is not looking good as a start. Minimal damage taken by London Conspiracy as well.
Yeah, grenade in as well. Zeus only just survives, and he not gonna get caught. Oh god, Skirk. That was an opening, but he just didn't take the shot quick enough. Edward close to the middle. Smoke's gonna fade any second now. They're gonna flash their way through. Actually, they're gonna put up another smoke, and Edward not hitting these shots through. There's a big gap here at the A-bomb side, but Guardian is there, picks up a quick double kill, and he's gonna go down eventually. Back into a 2-on-3, now a 2-on-2. And unfortunately, now it's just Skirk left. 1-on-1. He takes down Edward through the box. There's no hiding there anymore. And he's going to get the bomb plant, but Seized is coming through. He's angry. He's looking for the retake. Actually, Skirk's going to fake it.
Yeah, and Seized, he called his bluff. Sick play there by Seized, but Skirk and Seized now facing off. Skirk with the walkout. And Navi lose their first buy round. London Conspiracy, they're keeping the hope alive.
This has turned into a very interesting game. I am definitely liking this best of 3 now. I think it's going to be a different thing on Mirage. I don't think London Conspiracy are going to have a fun time on Mirage, but if they can win this one, that is definitely something. Guardian doesn't actually stop to take that shot. He just sort of maybe slows down a little bit, but still walks and shoots. Takes down Skirk.
It's such a pleasure to watch Guardian op. I mean, really, how many? There aren't many in the world who can use an op like that. That's really what separates the god tier from, you know, even the very good is like Guardian. When he's feeling the op like that, that's unreal.
Yeah, it's hard to deal with, isn't it? But they're not gonna give up yet, and Navi actually forced it up this round, which means I think if Navi lose this round, they might have to double eco, and that would be not good. That'd actually give London Conspiracy map point. So we'll see if what's going to happen here. They have got the first kill, but in this bomb site, they only have 2 FAMASs, and Guardian's going to be coming with the AWP. Can't see a thing. So much smoke. Great opening. Seized goes down. Can they stay alive? Starix in the back, trying to stay. He's got the pistol out. He's not got any more bullets left in his FAMAS, and he is going to go down eventually. Guardian now with a good kill. It's a 2-on-2. PRB's on 1 HP, but with the timing right, he can still kill Guardian.
Actually going to go for the fight versus Edward. Guardian gets sprayed down, and Flowers, PRB, and Polly alive 1v2. Edward just hoofing it, not wasting any time. He's so close right now at the entrance, but there's Polly with the headshot. Takes him out, and London Conspiracy 13 rounds now. Navi, they just don't have enough money. They don't have enough money. If they go for a buy here, they go for a buy.
Well, they know it's going to be a map point otherwise, so they just have to force it up. But there's no armor at all on Guardian. They have 3 smoke grenades, which means if London Conspiracy play this one slowly, they're going to run out of smoke, and LC can just walk into a bomb site. This is very tricky. The Norwegian subscribers right now are basically going crazy, which actually makes this a lot more fun. I'm glad that LC have some supporters, because obviously we know Navi have a ton of fans out there as well. But I can understand why the LC supporters maybe are cheering a little bit more thoroughly right now. Let's see. It's not over yet. It's a 6-round difference at the moment, but it can be closed very quickly by Navi if LC. I mean, they have almost no money on LC side. That's the real problem, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the scary part for them. Economy is just so bare for both of these teams. LC, if they get a plant, they'll still be able to put pressure on and continue, buying. But it's going to be a very limited buy. And right now, they're actually moving up to quad with the bomb. They're willing to take the fight. There's a man in noob corner. It's Zeus. He goes for a flash. Guardian takes a peek. He gets caught, but then Zeus, it's the 1 for 2, and it's actually 1 for 3. LC are ahead. They've cleaned up the defense on the A site. Navi are on the ropes. Only 2 guys left, and they don't have anything.
There was a very interesting twist. I hope everyone remembers how LC played the archway earlier when they had one guy down here throwing in a flashbang, and then the guy from Noob Corner or Ninja Corner, whatever you want to call it, peeking out. That's exactly what Navi just tried to do. The only problem was they did it basically 2 seconds too soon. And what happened then is that flashbang, instead of being a setup for a kill, it becomes a big tell that someone is in that corner, and that's what LC figured out, and they went for the kills. Very heads-up play again from the Norwegians. They're hitting some good shots, but they're also just reading the game really well. Now they're all huddled up in the corner, trying to protect Polly, who's going to survive as well. This is now a 14-7 scoreline, and Navi without much money at all. I mean, they're going to force it up from here on out, no doubt about that. But this is pretty impressive. So far, LC have won 6 rounds in a row on this terrorist side.
Winning those crucial buy rounds, that's what it's all about, right? And this is just fantastic play from London Conspiracy. Navi, despite Guardian's best efforts and some questionable buys, they just can't seem to pull it together here. They're going to go for another force, and this is actually a better one than the last time because Navi, they managed to save 2 guns last round. So they're able to drop, and now this is why we can see so many nades on their side of the map. They actually have 2 members who can afford to go for a pretty reasonable buy here. They'll actually have, some toys to play with, i.e. HE nades, smoke nades. They'll turn this place into a rave with the flashbangs.
A bit of a problem on the TeamSpeak, I think, of London Conspiracy, but it's been sorted out, and now we're straight back into it. So here it comes. I hope I'd be very, very shocked and surprised if London Conspiracy can take any map away from Navi. So I'm already just really excited for the way they're playing. And I don't know what it is with this team, because the first time we saw H2K play with Assembly, they just gathered so many fans in such a short time, and then they've been away for a while, and now they're back again. I can see the chat blowing up every time they do anything at all. So yeah, maybe there is a future for this Norwegian team. I certainly hope so.
I do too, man. I do too. They've been around for ages, as you said. 8-9 months since the last Assembly, and that was their first big win, taking that LAN final as well. But that was back when Mock the Hawk and Hoyland were on the team. So they have had a couple of roster changes with Rain joining and Polly, but that's only, or not Polly, but PRB. But that's only strengthened the lineup really. Rain, one of the best fraggers in Norway, and PRB always bringing something to the table. So it's really cool to see London Conspiracy putting up such a good fight here versus Navi. But we cannot count Navi out until it's 16 rounds for the Nords. There's just no way of counting Navi out of any fight until it's over.
They're going to go for a split, I think. There's only 25 seconds. They have to go for B, but the 2 people here are faking it out. Are they going to try and force a rotation? That may be going to keep a couple of people. Let's see. Zeus is going to peek his spots. 1 now. The push is on. Starix and Seized have to stay alive for quite a while here. 3 people are coming for them. 14 seconds left. 12 seconds left. They're going to have to go so quickly. Rain still alive. He gets the kill. What? Now Starix in the back. 6 seconds. They're going to have to plant right now. They're too late, I think. He just has to 1 shot. There's not going to be a plant. And LC give up the round. Unfortunately, that took a little bit too long. And I think they were actually hoping until the very end that someone from Navi was going to play. or peak, but they played it way too cool, Navi. They stayed just in their spots the whole round.
Rain in particular, if you followed his journey through that site, barely manages to stay alive, gets the first kill, gets into Flowers so quickly that Zeus didn't expect him, and just point blank Zeus as he's coming out of construction into Flowers. So Zeus getting caught off guard. Again, there's Skirk. Double spray for Skirk. Starks and Seas run right into it. It's a triple for Skirk. He opens up the B site. One man rotating. That's Guardian getting over there as quickly as possible. But this is too much of an advantage for the Norwegians.
Yes, it is, and what's really sick is that now Navi have absolutely no money. Winning a round and then losing one is almost the perfect way to play it here for LC. And not that they plan to lose the last round. Skirk with a great triple kill. Unfortunately, the camera bugged out a little bit, so we couldn't actually see it, but that was very, very cool. Guardian and Edward left, and they're going to have to hold on to these rifles if they want anything. I think London Conspiracy just won the first map against Navi.
It's looking like it. It is really looking like it at this point. I mean, they don't have the money to hunt, really, but they should. They should. If they can just stop Navi from having anything in the next round, it would be like an anti-eco. Skirk is going to spot one, but Guardian puts an end to his hot streak. And now, well, this is amazing. Navi. And I'm not sure who ran out. I mean, Skirk, there was an element of luck there, because he was putting the spray on somebody. I think it was Seized. Who was crouching by the car, and then Starks just tried to double up with Seized and ran out straight into a bullet, basically. So Skirk got 2 for 1 pretty much.
Great stuff. Well, I'm sure we're going to be seeing that in a frag highlight soon enough. 15-8, and we're moving into the 24th round. Navi have 2 rifles, and the rest is going to be pistols. Actually, they do manage a FAMAS as well, but that's a FAMAS without any armor for Zeus. So I'm not sure about this. It feels like they should be able to do it. In fact, I feel like they're going to take this round. Otherwise, I don't know. There's no justice in the world, is there?
15-8 is just too good a score. Oh, the headshot on Rain, but Rain gets the headshot back, and with an AK, it does a little bit better. Seist is there to get the refrag, however, and he should be able to pick up a gun until Skirk gets him through the smoke.
That's just amazing. Edward gets the kill in return, and look at Seist. He's not happy at all. I think that's angry typing right there. Edward, the one defending the A-bomb site, he's on 12 HP, and they're all coming for him. But in fact, they're going to turn around and take down Starix. They're just switching around and catching the Navi players off guard. And this is it. 1-on-3 with 12 HP. It's going to be 16-8 here. Edward has absolutely no chance of doing this. He's just charging through. They have smokes and everything else, and they're all looking for him as well. And that's it. Skirk with another triple finishes it off at 27 kills, 5 assists and 13 deaths. And the first map goes to Navi. I did not expect to hear myself saying that.
Neither did I. I mean, beginning of this series, I mean, the thing is, this is such a massive upset still. Just, LC have come a long way. But Navi, they're on a team that are giving NIP. They are a team that give NIP a run for their money. VP, the best in the world, have trouble dealing with Navi. And right now we're seeing London Conspiracy take the first map at a best of 3. But this is still a best of 3. It's not over yet.
It's not over yet. We're going to go to a quick commercial break, guys. We'll be right back. Do not go anywhere. Next up is going to be Mirage, and we'll see how far it goes.